I am reviewing cases and going through all of our evaluations, and I am at a loss for words with some of these patients that have had orthodontic treatment, just finished treatment, and their palates and mandibles are so narrow after orthodontic treatment, it is a disservice. So orthodontists that are not trained or aware in how the oral cavity and tongue placement, tongue posture, musculature impacts us, our breathing, our sleep, how we hold our body, where we hold pain, where we hold tension, they're going to pull everything in to make everything line up into a perfect class 1 occlusion. This patient I'm looking is not even in a class 1, he's in a class 2. A teenager, and his palate is so incredibly narrow. I can't show you his photos because we asked them if we can share or not, and this patient said not to share their photos, so I'm respecting that. But it makes me so mad because this kid is going to have a lifetime of issues. He's also had a provider release his tongue without any pre or post therapy, and then a year later sends them to us to clean up their mess, because they should not be doing surgical releases or surgical intervention without organizing the muscles and strengthening the muscles and making sure there's enough tongue space first. Let me show you what retractive orthodontics looks like on a model. Say this person had an overbite or a class 2 occlusion. The orthodontist that doesn't have airway training or structural awareness of how important keeping the oral cavity nice and big and wide will pull everything back and then make this into a class 1. So everything gets pulled back. So why is that an issue? Because when you pull teeth back, you're also pulling jaws back, and so you're starting to encroach into the airway space on the top of your mouth, behind your mouth, and underneath your mouth. So you're taking all this valuable room and you're pushing everything back and probably down, and maybe even cant a little bit just to get those teeth to line up in that perfect occlusion. And therefore, you are losing valuable real estate space on where the tongue goes. Placed up in the palate is how it should be. And you're also condensing and limiting how much airway space and volume that person has. So imagine this is done on a young teenager or adolescent. They're going to spend their whole life chasing out of having airway and sleep and breathing issues, guaranteed. So find somebody that's trained in functional orthodontics, airway orthodontics. I mean, it's not really airway, but you want to have somebody that has current coursework and training and awareness and is looking out for you and your future you, not just making pretty lined up, smile, beautiful teeth. So that's my 2 cents for today.